Work in life balance is a lie, and I'm going to show you how to reclaim your life. And I want to be honest with you for just a second because most of us are constantly chasing something that actually doesn't exist, and that is work and life balance. The phrase sounds completely peaceful and completely comfortable. Like it's a mythical state where your inbox is constantly feeling like it's under control. Your laundry's folded, your energy's high, your relationships are thriving, and you got to meal prep for the week, meditation, and you're taking the bubble baths, and you're just like balancing everything, right? Your work and life balance. And yeah, that is not balance. That's fantasy built in complete burnout. So today, I want to have a real conversation with you all. And that conversation is not about balance, it is about alignment, about reclaiming your time, your energy, and your peace from the noise that is around you, right? And that the other people has have expectations for you because you don't need to balance your life. What you do need is you need to own your life. And here's what nobody tells us is balance is not 50-50. It is not the equal hours at work, um, and it's between like really work and rest or between achievement. Balance is fluid, it's seasonal, and some seasons of our life demand complete hustle. Some demand healing, and some demand both. It's that life demand hustle and the demand of healing ourselves and feeling really aligned. And I remember when I was working endless hours, 12, 16-hour days, back to back meetings, managing people, running departments, building companies, juggling motherhood, leadership, and my own personal dreams. And I keep telling myself, once things slow down, I'll rest. Once I catch up, I'll spend more time with the family. But things never slowed down because I never changed the way that I was living. I am a workaholic. I'm constantly balancing my life and work. But was I truly doing that? I would work all these hours, come home, make dinner, take care of my kids. My husband and I would balance with homework. And then what do I do? Jump back into work because that is how I felt like I was wired. I felt that because I was, you know, moving up in the ladder and being an executive and building companies and such. Sorry, I have to turn off my phone here. And I felt like I had to constantly work because I didn't feel like there was enough time in the day. And then I realized that I wasn't protecting my peace. My glass wasn't completely full because it wasn't all about money. Yeah, I made phenomenal amount of money in the industry, in the mortgage banking industry, but I wasn't 100% fulfilled. And I didn't know any different. I felt that I had to constantly work, keep my mouth shut, and just do what I'm told. And over the years, how I did my own self development, my own designing my own alignment in the work and life balance, I was constantly chasing my dreams and I didn't know exactly what it is that I needed to do, what made Nancy happy. And I'm going to ask you as well, what is making you happy today? Because alignment isn't about doing everything. It is about doing the right things, the ones that feed your own purpose and your pressure and um, your own ways of what it is that you want. And I want you to ask yourself, what am I saying yes to? What is completely draining me? What am I saying no to what could actually nourish me and really making me feel at peace? Because here's the truth, every yes has a cost, and every no has a return. And when you start to align yourself, your decisions start coming from intention and not obligation. You stop reacting to your calendar and your emails and start creating it, right? Like you are not constantly in someone else's demand. And when you stop that, you stop proving and you start being. You stop living in a survival mode and start living in self development. Like you are your CEO of your life. And you always hear me say that you control your life. The only things that we have no control over sometimes are situations that are unexpected, we don't see coming. But that doesn't mean we stop on our tracks. We have to keep going. And that's when work and life stops being competitors with one another and they start to collaborate together because we have life and we have work. And we have to be able to balance what? It's not balancing life and work, it's balancing yourself. So here's an exercise that I give my clients, and it's really called the honest audit. It's that self reflection and audit yourself. So take 1 week and write down where your time and energy actually goes. Like, where does your time and energy go? Not where you wish it went, but where did it actually go? Then I want you to ask yourself 3 questions for every category. Does this align with who I want to be? Does this align and add peace, or does it steal the peace from me? So, does this add peace or does it steal it? And 3 is, would I choose this if I wasn't trying to please anyone? Those 3 questions and those 3 categories are so important. And that's where we will usually fall in the trap. So the last one is, would I choose this if I wasn't trying to please anyone? That one right there is the truth. And that's where the truth usually hits. Because so many of us are overcommitting out of pure guilt. We're tired. We're not just doing too much, but from doing the wrong things for the wrong reasons. Because balance doesn't come from managing your time better, it comes from managing your energy better. Let's define success for just a second. Success isn't a full calendar, it's a full heart. It is not the number of meetings you survive or the emails you cleared up. It's whether you end the day proud of how you showed up that day. Take one day at a time. You're not here to prove your worth through productivity. You're here to live a full, abundant, intentional, unapologetically life. So Maybe balance isn't about equal hours. Maybe it's about equal respect for your ambition and your well being. And you need to give yourself permission to build a life that is sustainable, not just successful. Because burnout doesn't make you strong, boundaries do. And boundaries and people pleasing can really take you off track to fill that glass up, to feel and be at peace, to have the passion of what it is that you truly want to do. Here's a simple 3-minute reset that I use every day, and I call it just pause, prioritize, and protect. Pause is take one deep breath and ask, what matters most right now? Prioritize. Choose one thing that moves the needle personally and professionally. And then protect. Set a boundary around that one thing, even if it's just 30 minutes without interruption. That's it. You don't need a full weekend retreat to reset. You just need a moment of honest and courage each day. Now, I'm not saying don't go on a trip or retreat or girls' weekend out or, with your significant other or whoever it is to just really kind of reset. Sometimes it could just be ourselves that we just want to take off for the weekend. But it's really taking each day of that moment of being honest with yourself because peace isn't found in your schedule. It's created through your standards. So if we've been waiting for life to slow down before you start living, this right here is your sign. You can't pour from an empty cup, but you can design a life that fills it. And you have to be able to believe in that. If you don't believe in it, you're not going to have the life that you desire and that you want. Balance isn't the goal, being present is. And remember, you have control of the will. And when you live from a place when your actions match your values, it's not balance. That is called freedom. And remember that you have control of the will. With gratitude, Nancy.